This is the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Thanos Build-A-Figure Avengers Age of Ultron Captain America figure. The figure is part of the second wave of the Marvel Legends Infinite Series 6-inch figures for 2015. And it says Age of Ultron because it is a movie licensed figure by Marvel. And the rest, these three, are comic series figures. And he comes with the right leg of Thanos, which we will build later on. He also comes with a bunch of other accessories, which I will discuss in a while. But before that, let's talk about the figure and size comparison. Not size comparison, just reference with another figure. If he looks so familiar, it's probably because you already have that very similar figure with the Captain America the Winter Soldier stealth suit Captain America. They have the same shield but just painted differently. This one has some quality issues. I checked most of the Captain America figures. They really have some peeling quality issue of paint apps over there for the shield, which is, yeah, what can you do? But it's essentially the same shield. It uses the same head sculpt, even comes with the same replaceable Steve Rogers head sculpt, which was also found in this figure. They have the same arms, definitely just painted differently. The same lower torso, crotch piece, even the legs, the feet, the thighs, the hip joints are the same. The only big difference is the chest piece, or the upper torso piece, which this one has the star with the different pattern, and this one has a more different pattern. Even the straps are different. That's the only different piece with this figure, but it's essentially the same figure. Even the belt is the same. So Hasbro decided to scrimp on this one because it has a BAF part, and so instead of giving him, they gave him two fists, definitely removable fists, but instead of giving two pointy fingers, the left and right, they only gave him the left pointy finger fist. They gave him two, the left and the right, and they only gave him one karate chop saluting hand. For this figure, you get two. You get the left and the right. This one, you just get the right hand. This one you get the right pointy and the left salute hand. So a little bit of scrimping going on with Hasbro, budget constraints, but that's fine. Still very, very pleased with this figure. One thing I would have wished they've added, because there was no way to put the shield on his back with this figure, and this one I wish they had, because it was the same shield, there's also no way you could put it on the back, which sucks, because some of the Captain America collectors do have their Cap figures with the shield on the back, and if you pose it with a motorcycle, you're gonna need to put it on his back. But anyway, it's a minor complaint. So the paint apps for this figure, there's a lot of issues on it apart from the shield that I mentioned. It's the same issues I had with this figure: the cross-eyed eyes, the cross-eyed face, the chin strap that's sometimes a brown overlapping with the flesh, the A not being on center. What's wrong with this? The light, okay. The silver on the star, just not painted as neatly. The red and white stripes, the brown, you name it. This figure has a lot of the, as you can see, a lot of the smudging, a lot of the quality issues you can think of, it's going to be in this figure. And yet there are some figures that were quite acceptable, like this one. So, articulation on the figure, exactly the same as this one. Ball joint that's on a hinge. You can replace it with this. I'm not going to do it anymore because you've already seen it in the Winter Soldier review. A 6-inch Captain America Winter Soldier figure. This one. Ball hinge shoulders, bicep swivel double jointed elbows, ball hinge wrists that go in and out and swivel, ab crunch, waist swivel, ball hinge hips, thigh swivel, double joining these calf swivel, ball hinge ankles that have rocker joints. Okay, I'm rushing because I wanted to mention one thing with this figure. This figure has a tendency to have this piece shut because of the paint. The paint was a little bit wet. They put it on, assembled it, and it was kind of stuck. So I was trying to pry it out. The best way to do that is you pull, you tug, and you push back. You tug, push, and sort of like in and out, in and out, in and out. Then you sort of try and squeeze it and twist it in and out, twist until you hear that, and it snaps off and it's fine. But do it gradually. However, in this one, I had a little bit of a tough time. I had neglected to test the knee joints. These knee joints actually ratchet, but this one didn't anymore. And the reason it didn't is because it actually broke off. This one is a ratcheting pin or part of the plastic that actually twisted off when I was trying to pull it in and out, and I broke it. So just be wary about that. I mean, it's an old mold. It's a reused mold. There's going to be some degradation in it. Just saying, okay? Be careful. So it's still going to get a 9 out of 10 for me, despite not being too big a fan of the Captain America. I mean, I'm a big Iron Man fan. I love the Captain America version in the movies, but the figures sort of, it always feels that they're too small. I wish they were just a little bit bigger or beefier compared to the other figures. Well, Iron Man has to be big, but it's just something missing to it. He just looks kind of thin for me. But you know what? It's fine. It's a very high 9 out of 10 for me. And the paint apps really brought the score down. Didn't ruin too much, but it did bring down the score and rating. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video review. If you did, please click the thumbs up icon at the bottom. Follow me on Twitter for my toy purchases, Instagram for my toy sightings here in Manila. Check out all my video reviews on this channel. Chef-a-tron, where I do all my Marvel, Star Wars, Joe's, Transformers reviews. YouTube, I'm on Chef-a-tron. Twitter, Instagram, FX France. This has been the Marvel Legends Infinite Series. Thanos Build-A-Figure, Avengers Age of Ultron, Captain America. Thanks for watching.